Play on this man.
Say I will down. You gotta stand up and fight. Oh, you gotta stand up. Oh, you fight.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Oh, you fight.
In person is so much more beautiful.
What up? Welcome to the Royal Social Podcast, Marley State of Mind Podcast. We're down here at the Bunker Studios. Today I got a special guest with me.
Niggas acting like they really like this. Is my booty that? Just get out
Who
the
is
feds
great,
and bring murders with your police ass. I told Vaughn to leave that bitch alone. She posts her OnlyFans. That's your med apartment. They be in because that's our only chance. They don't be outside like you think they ass be on the grid. Oh, ops fucking with my new ops. Oh man, that shit Murphy been through that. That shit
Yeah,
like
not only
Ghost
that,
Ranch. My brother D-Thing just got killed and I've been slow since. But we got back on their ass, I bet they know this. And on bro, I'm speaking facts, this ain't no diss. Keep the police out my business, we don't post shit. Trigger happy I be with you, and we on 4-6. They like circus as a singer, he won't smoke shit. You can believe.
That's wild.
Copyright.
Like you said, to get people more invested in what you're doing, and that's what I hope to do with this platform. I wanted to have one of those platforms that are like bucket list for artists. Like,
yeah, it's a blessing.
You know what I mean? Like, oh damn, I seen so and so on there. I seen Beamer on there. I got to be on there as well.
Right.
You know
I seen Barbados on one.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Barbados, my dog. Man, we've been bumping his music all weekend.
Yeah, for sure. Barbados is the homie for a long time. A lot of people you've seen on here, I have like a genuine connection with some sort of way, some type of way. Some I gained a connection with via someone else that might have been on here, but I know tonight it's about you though, man. It's a blessing to have you here tonight. I'm excited. You brought your people with you too. You came with your people. You got a show after the show, and you were nice enough to grace us with your presence, even with that in mind. So I definitely appreciate it. But with that being said, why don't you take me on a trip with your journey? How did you start music? Where was like the first time that you heard music or you heard an artist and it really connected with you and you're like, damn, I want to be a part
so that's awesome
of making music?
So like the younger years, I'm not gonna say it's filled with any type of trauma or whatever. It's all character development. But really like looking back on music as a whole, it's like there's areas of my life that are broken up by different soundtracks.
What up, Perp?
The earlier times, like the it's like different eras are developed by soundtracks. You know what I mean? Like so
like different songs will take you to different places in your
life.
You
gotta think about it, man. Like how long did they play Lucid Dreams on the radio?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And we go back way further than that. I'm talking like my musical roots are like the first little times that I'm like hearing lyrics and Follow Me by Uncle Cracker.
Yeah,
bro, I was going through I was being like just bounced from like foster homes and this and that. And whenever the CYS caseworker, but those drives felt so long. I'm like 3, 4, going on 5. Those drives felt so long, and I felt like, bro, every single time I was in that car, it's Uncle Cracker. It's Mumbo number 5.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So it's not like I started listening to my favorite thing growing up was my car rides with my mom, the woman that adopted me and my dad. So like the Rock Station DVE.
Yeah,
my dad was on Creed. My dad was on Nickelback. You know what I mean? My dad, 6'4", black as night, works at the steel mill his whole life. But he grew up right in Butler. And then my mom grew up in like Colombia and Nicaragua. My grandfather was defense intelligence. So like
that's fine.
Super diverse upbringing with the people who were kind enough to adopt me. They ended up giving me a beautiful life. But that's where my musical influence really started, was just like music was a way that first I started relating to the people that took me in. So it was a way to relate with them. Oh, we both like this song. We'll come together and like have like real blissful joy together. And those are my first pivotal moments.
Like community time for you guys.
Yeah. And then dude, I didn't like, I always loved music. I didn't get super serious about music. I think Butler Hip Hop, big shout out to Butler Hip Hop. Mex, he's taking over Rock Till Morning tonight. We got the crossover, you know what I mean? Jimmy Neutron and Timmy Turner about to be on the same episode. So Rock Till Morning provides a platform for your local artists or literally anybody. It doesn't even have, it's Butler rap and hip hop community, but they've had screamo guys. They've had your indie guys and this and that. It's really just a platform for local artists. And at the base level, he keeps doing it. It's a nonprofit. He keeps doing it because at the base level, like he loves it. It's his child. And like, I'm super, super invested and involved in it now too. His like mission statement damn near is like, it may be the only thing that somebody else has. So as long as we have the means to be doing it, that might be the one thing that somebody's looking forward to once a month. So that might be the only reason they're doing music. And like, bro, it's 2024. We can be open and honest about the conversation. We've lost a lot of people, whether it be to mental health, drugs and alcohol. So with that being said, like Butler hip hop is close to my heart and near and dear because like that provided me a platform. Like not only am I going to make these songs, but now I get to go show people. Yeah. And like you at a show, bro, you have to listen to me at the show.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
They don't have a choice for it.
Yeah.
So it sounds like for you, the musical journey, it's always been something. Music for you has always been something that's been more than just background noise. It's always been something that connected you to something, rather it's a time or moment, or whether it's family, or even the community itself. It's always been something that connected you. Yeah. Now, throughout that, when did you first get involved in like making your own original music?
I was. At first you do it with like your friends, right? And then like you get together with like a couple of friends and like one guy knows how to press the record button and the other guy knows how to put the preset on or whatever. Somebody has the equipment. So I linked up with a couple of my friends that I knew were already doing it. And like, we tried to do like the group thing. Yeah. And like, that was cool and all, but I really didn't get super, super serious with it until I got clean. Like I all the way cleaned up. I stayed down. I was on drug court in Butler, so I had to keep my head down for 3 years after I got out of halfway houses, prison, rehab, and all that. So when I had that time where like there's no poison in my body, there's nothing, and I've already been in these counseling sessions for 8 months and this and that. Like when I had that time to sit down and think, every single time I go to jail, bro, I start writing bars again. I don't have nicotine in me. I'm getting good sleep. I'm eating good. Besides my case, there's not much that I'm stressed out about because I'm sitting down. I have
your mind and body is right.
Yeah. So like I'm gonna, whenever I could tap into that place where like I could really put what I'm feeling and thinking, because I'm in counseling, I'm already telling somebody about it. Right. That's whenever I really was like, not only do I love this as an outlet, but like the way that my voice is bouncing off these cell walls, people are fucking with it. People are asking me to hear the song that I wrote yesterday while so I really didn't get serious about it until about like 2 years ago. I was writing poetry in high school and this and that. I got rap songs from 2017, but
so you always been a creative.
Yeah. Now we're just like I tapped into it. I dropped BmurrtheET, the LP, and that you can stream that on all platforms.
Yeah, we're gonna play some of that for the people for sure.
But once that wasn't like, I didn't write an album. I didn't develop that album like thing with the thought in mind.
With the intent of it being an album.
Yeah, I was developing my first love was performing the songs. So I wanted to develop the best sets and keep going for that wow factor. So you got songs like Liddy where the hook is like, I shouldn't be drinking, but tonight we getting Liddy, throwing some cute bitch, we going to the city. So it's like real crazy in the first bar. Is crazy. It's shock value. It's awe. I want to see people jumping up and down, doing this and that at my shows. So that was the collective of songs that I was making to have good sets. And then I compiled those into an 11-song EP and put them out. So there's one full body of work.
You always had intent on performing. You said you made some of those songs even while you were locked up.
Yeah.
But you always had intent on performing those songs. So a lot of the motivation for you to make songs, it was like singles. You're not driven by, or at least at that time, you weren't driven by writing the album. You were just trying to make something to make people move.
Yeah, I want at my core level, like I say that my father was put on this earth to like be a good grandfather, because when I see him, it looks so natural. I think I was put on this earth just to make people feel comfortable because of like, I know what it feels like to not be comfortable in your own skin, or like, to have anxiety, to be an outcast. And music is just such a good way to get people feeling comfortable. When you're down, throw on a song. When you're up, throw on a song. When you're not sure how you feel, throw on a song, and that song the lyrics in it might say something be able to that articulate your feelings. So like,
it's also a good icebreaker, right? If you really don't have something in common with people, or you're not sure what you have in common, you might be able to talk about music. Like, oh, you enjoy that artist or that song, or you've been to that concert. Now all of a sudden you have common ground, something to stand on, something to talk about. And music has been a way to connect strangers and maybe even turn them into friends.
That's why I think that whenever people lead in their music with authenticity, you're always gonna win. You know what I mean? Like, I know a guy, big shout out to Lil Bear, right? So like Lil Bear's music, he has a very, very particular niche lane that he's in. I'm not even sure what to call it. It's almost your little peep, but like it's a very, very like pinpoint accuracy. You have to get it right or it's misunderstood.
Right.
But he's so authentic. People are saying this and that on his TikToks. He's clapping back, trolling them back. You know what I mean? He's like authentically, this is him and this is what he believes in. So he's not gonna switch it up for nobody.
Right.
Because of that, I like his character. He gets streams for me. I'm a monthly listener.
That's what's
You know
up.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Not even necessarily like my wave, but I'm at his shows clapping.
Yeah.
I'm shooting a video for him tonight.
That's what's up.
You know what I mean?
That's what's up.
But that's where we move into. Like I have a brand along, like so due to like after I dropped the album and then the ball dropped in 2024 hit. Listen, this is my wife right beside me. We have 3 kids. I want my kids to have a good life. I do not want to accept mediocre. Fame is cool or whatever if I have a message. Fame is cool if I have a message, which I do, because it gives me a wider variety of people that I can spread my message to. But at the base level, like the ball dropped in 2024 hit, and I was like, bro, music cannot just be a hobby for me. I'm like a little bit too grown. I got a little bit too much responsibilities to be taking 8 hours of my day or $300 of my time that could be going towards something else. If it's not in the long run going to be something that's lucrative, I need to figure something out. And I'm not dropping music. So what do? We stepped it up. We stepped it up with the performing. We stepped it up with the networking at events. We stepped it up in all avenues that like what I was willing to put into it stepped up all the way. And now through the vibes at the show that I give off, being around people, bringing people, then my set and the songs that are in it, I landed myself a management deal. And
that's fire. Congratulations, bro.
Thank you, bro. I've been working with True Gas, and I got like the deals are weird. Like we got like NDAs and paperwork and this and that. So, but through and through, it's consulting. You know what I mean? Like I have really good ideas, but like he has done things. Like my manager has like done things and knows the original. Record. He has original recipe for me. You know what I mean? So through that, like we've been, I've been learning about branding and marketing and like how to make sure that your social medias look the right way. And for if potential investors are coming through, like they want something that they can see that like this is going to turn into this if we put
they want to see proof of concept.
And then like your unique value proposition. Like, dude, there's 40 million songs uploaded to Spotify every single day. Damn. So like what sets
is that a real number?
Yeah, that's a real number, bro.
God
that's
damn,
a real
40
number.
million
so
songs.
Like and that's daily, bro.
Daily, yes.
So, but there's also how many ears everybody got too. You know what I mean? Everybody picks a streaming platform.
You got 7 billion, goddamn near 8 billion people in the whole world.
Right. So, that's where I've been absolutely obsessed. My wife will tell you, dude. I drive everyone around me crazy. I've actually driven people away because they're just like, that's not on no hating shit, but it's like, bro, I wouldn't shut up about it when I was learning about it. Cause like that one way that
you were
like,
so excited about what you were learning, you wanted to tell other people.
Yeah, exactly. And that's that reinforces like the things that I've learned. That's a form of application. Me listening to something, seeing something, taking it in, and then bringing it back out. That's like a summary.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And that was like how the teachers back in grade school would like know that you understood what you just read or what you just did.
Because you're able to explain it.
Yeah. So like take that. I was working a job where like a lot of days it'd be 2 hours of driving. You know what I mean? So I just put on a podcast where with independent artists just saying how he did it. And that's where like, bro, for a long time I hated quiet, just dead quiet. I just walk around with any podcast playing all the time. It took the place of music.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I spent 27 years on music. I spent 26 years on music in the background, and then the last 3 or so, it's a podcast.
Yeah.
You know? So that's why.
Have you always been that way? Or have you always been inquisitive? Like you had to learn things or you're always searching for knowledge?
Yeah. Because dude, knowledge is one of the only things that's gonna get you like that alone. Knowledge, it'll take you further than anything, or at 100%. Least you'll know. I'd like to know. Even if I'm getting fucked, at least let me know. You know what I mean?
Right.
At the bottom line. But I've always had to, like I said, from a young age, I've been in counseling of some sort form since I was 5. And it's like one of the most helpful things, and it's turned into one of my biggest strengths is being self-aware. But you can't be self-aware without doing some digging and
without doing inventory.
Yep. Listening to the feedback that you get, really taking it in, not having to get offended by this and that or something that you don't agree with. Like really being able to be like, a well-rounded thinker is like one of my biggest goals and strengths that I have right now.
That's fire. That's fire. I think enough people aren't self-aware. Is how I feel, and that's one of the things I strive to work towards daily is doing self-inventory and being able to understand myself as well. So I could definitely respect that, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's a good quality to have. And like you said, it makes it easier for you to consume criticism because you're like, damn, I already said that about myself. Like whatever you're saying, I already said times two.
Yeah.
So now I know what to do with this.
Yeah.
And whatever way you might mean it, you know what I mean, whether it's with ill intent or not, I'm going to turn it into what I need it to be to fuel myself to become better
100%.
and progress. And it sounds like that's a lot of what you do, man, is you take these things that you learn, you take these things that you get, you take these interactions and you turn them into learning experiences, you turn them into something to progress off of. And you know what I mean, I could definitely appreciate
that
about
too.
you, bro.
That's a beautiful segue too, because exactly what you're saying. So that's like I said, the first album wasn't like it was just songs that were compiled, right? Something clicked in me, bro. I do have a message. I have learned a lot in my life, and there's still more.
What was it that brought you there? What made you make that transition to let me just compile these songs that I have done to let me be more purposeful? I know you said when the ball dropped, but what was it during that time that brought you there? What was it that clicked for you? Like I need to do this. I need to.
So I have a song
be more
called,
direct.
I have a song called Racing, and it's not like the other songs, man. And it ended up being the crowd favorite at every hometown show and this and that. And it was the standout track, the most streams that I had. But it was raw and authentic. It wasn't shock value. It was like relatable and like my real life stuff. So I was like, yo, listen, like, and it was like an outstanding leap in numbers too. So I was like, you know what, dude? I want the people to get what they want, and like what they want and what they're showing me that they want is that they want to know about me. They want to know who I am and why I am the way I am. So thus, no rain, no flowers.
Right.
No rain, no flowers. Without the good times, you can't have the bad. It's gonna be 12 songs explaining my perspective.
That's the title of the project.
No rain, no flowers. It's dropping. It's dropping April 24th. April showers bring May flowers. So it's a whole concept, you know.
I like that, yeah.
And like 50 Cent said at the best, without the rainy days, you can't experience the sunlight. You can't enjoy it. So it's not no pain music. It's not no trauma dump. It's not no pity party. It's the perspective that I have on life based off the experiences that I've gone through.
You're
and it's all character
duality.
development. Yeah, it's all just been character development the whole way through.
Right.
And like there's still the thing that I tapped into now is like, bro, like I got songs that I wrote the whole way through and through, listened to a couple of songs. We have our little babysitter was like, I bet you $5 that you say a swear word in the song. And I had no idea. I was like, yeah, I bet I do too. We listened to the whole song through, bro. Not a single swear word, not a single scrap of explicit material. And that wasn't purposeful, bro. I wasn't sitting down like, oh, I'm not going to swear in this one. Right. That was just like, I'm writing from my heart and saying exactly what I wanted to say. And I cut out all the extra scraps off of it, the filler. Yeah. And like, there was 3 songs like that on there without like a swear word or explicit material. So like it's showing like the maturity that I have now, because like with BmurrtheET, like, that's not how I want to be defined as an artist. Yeah. That was like, and I did put myself into
that was you dipping your foot in the water.
Yep. And you know, there were no features on that album. I didn't work with any other artists and this and that. And like with No Rain, No Flowers, I'm trying to get as many people as involved as like genuinely want to. I'm moving based off organic, genuine connectivity. The same thing you said on the intro. You know what I mean? It as long as I'm moving with being genuine and I'm not pressing nothing. We're making sure that the cards can fall as they will, and we move based on how they fall. You know what I mean? All right, cool. I might need a king, but I got a 2. All right, what can I do with this 2? We're gonna make the 2 work. Right. You know what I mean? What I can control, we do. What I cannot control, that's a concrete. We just either move over the concrete, around the concrete, through the concrete, however we got to get past it and get to the next step in an organic way. That's how we're moving, bro. It's all written. It's already written. So why am I going to sit here and be like, oh, he didn't write it right? Who am I? That's so ignorant, bro. Who am I to sit here and be like, it's not written right? And then start trying to change stuff?
Right.
I mean, I'm gonna end up hitting a brick wall if I start trying to change the way that it's already written.
Yeah. By the creator.
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, I like that, bro. So now for this project, so one time before I forget, why don't
Yeah.
you drop your socials for people? How can they get a hold of you if they want to get a hold of you and get to know you better,
Yeah,
or if they
absolutely.
want to work with you or send you some beats?
Absolutely.
Let them know how to do all that.
So on everything is Beamer the ET is BmurrtheET on everything. That's on Instagram, that's on Facebook. We have the business page up on Facebook. We have Beamer the ET spelled the same way .com, net and org. We just got the website set up for e-commerce and this and that. That's how we're gonna be
You got
selling
merch
the
on there?
tickets. What would you say?
You got merch on there? All that
We're
type
getting
stuff?
we're getting merch packages together and this
Okay.
and that. So we're in a mad dash. We're about 6 weeks out from the brand launch and release party, and we're doing it in Butler. So I'm learning as I go. I'm figuring out all these things on the fly in real time. You know what I mean? So but those are the handles, those are the socials. I got Twitter. If you find it, like you're gonna there's wild stuff on there. That's where I put my 3 a.m. thoughts is on Twitter. I believe it's Beamer the ET as well. But yeah, that's all the handles, man. And then there's this branch that I've been putting a lot of time into. It's Beamer Worldwide, and that's where the logo BMW comes from. We got all the clearances
Beamer
and everything,
Worldwide,
so
yeah, for
it's tweaked just enough to make sure that like everything's good. But it's literally my logo is the BMW symbol. It's Beamer Worldwide.
Okay, that's fine.
You know, so that's what's going to be on the merch. We're going to have hats exactly like these, where the 5-panel mesh snapback trucker hats, except with the instead of the square patch, it's going to be a variation of the logo, and that logo is interchangeable. We have one for Valentine's Day. We have one for the solar eclipse coming up. You know what I mean? Because it's Beamer the extraterrestrial. So we have all types of things in motion, man. And the best thing, my biggest strength that I've been learning lately is executing. You know what I mean? That's the difference between a pipe dream and like someone that's actually like on their way to being an entrepreneur.
Bro, that is so real, and it's the most difficult part of anything is the execution, right? It's putting the actual plan in motion.
A lot of people falter
putting the
without
words
trying
in
to
the-
find
in
out the
motion.
how.
Yeah,
People want the do, right? They're like, we're gonna do this, right? But they either
wanna do
the
the steps
part
in
where they do
between.
the research or like the development of it, or
Right.
maybe like getting the licenses or whatever those obstacles are for a lot of people. They're like, it was cool whenever I thought it was just A to B, but now we got to go halfway through the alphabet. So maybe that dream's a little far-fetched or whatever. Nah, it's not far-fetched to me.
Yeah, nah, I feel that.
J. Cole said imagination can turn a Honda into a Wraith.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's
Straight
real
up.
shit.
Yeah.
That's the most exciting thing to me when I'm putting real quick before I divert. Beamer Worldwide is like the umbrella of everything. So I shoot music videos and edit music videos for people too. I've been working super close with a couple of artists. Shout out to DTSK. Shout out to Blue Boy 062. My man DTSK, he's been gracious enough to let me shoot tons of videos for him, edit them, work on my craft and this and that. And then I also have self-shot videos for Liddy that's on YouTube and this and that. So like I started shooting videos for myself because of the Butler hip hop thing.
Mhm.
There's just a void in people having digital content, and then they're like calling themselves like rappers. You know what I mean? But I don't there's nowhere I can see your face. I don't see a video from you. So like my thing is I'm not gonna bash on nobody, but like there's no one out here doing it for us in Butler. So like, let me do it. I shot a couple of videos for myself, edited them, and then I got to the point where I was comfortable after like 10 or so videos being edited, which anybody that edits videos, that's hours and hours of learning, research, and development. So yeah, man, as I branch out with more artists and I'm shooting videos for people and this and that, like eventually like Beamer Worldwide is going to be just that. You know
It's
what I
going to
mean?
be
We're going to have
brand.
this chain link spider web of connections with all these different artists, and we're going to be at the point because my manager says press the button and I pull the trigger. You know what I mean? Whatever he bro. For a management company, like especially if you're smaller time, like their main goal is to put money in your pocket. So they,
that's the
you
way
know what I
they get
mean?
paid.
Everyone works. When you have somebody that believes in you, all they're gonna do is figure out the best parts of what you're doing and try to amplify that, hone in on that. Yeah. So Beamer Worldwide is if you need videos shot, edited, it started so that dude, like I see some of these guys in Pittsburgh, and I'll tell you what, their videos look fantastic, their editing's fantastic. Awesome, cool. Well, a lot of people don't have the $1,200 to like come get a video shot, especially for every single song. And like when you're dropping singles, you should be dropping a video too. You know what I mean? They don't have that. So like that's not what I do, bro. I'm not gonna bust you over the head. I would actually rather you as an artist that I believe in, get a couple of pieces of content up and out so people can see you. And now like we can rock all over the place. Now I can bring you to my shows. You got people coming for you. I got people coming for me. We got all types of content. We can go say, this is what I do. This is where you can find me and this and that. And they can see a visual representation. It adds another layer to the artistry. Now people know not only what you look like, but it's your mannerisms, the way you hold yourself. Yeah. So it's just a whole nother layer that I think that my city was like lacking in like there's just nobody like for the longest time I thought
just filling a void.
Yeah, for the longest time I thought, well, when the hell am I gonna have an extra 800 laying around? I got 3 kids, all types of bills and this and that. Like it's really not even in my best like until like I got it like that, but like you work with what you have until
take that out of your household.
Yeah, you work with what you have until what you have gets you what you want. And that's exactly what I did. I got $70 worth of gift cards for Amazon, and I bought the minimal equipment that I needed to start shooting videos off my iPhone 15 Pro Max, and they come out crispy as fuck, bro. They're crispy as hell.
That's fire.
Man, and I would never put out something representing somebody else and also put my name on it too without it being up to a certain standard.
Without it being something you believe in.
Yeah, it has to be up to a certain standard, bro. And like the thing, you know why Rick Rubin has value? He has great taste.
Exactly.
It's great taste.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like
he's a tastemaker. All he has to do is say, that don't sound right. You gotta take that out of
Cut
here.
that out. Yeah. So
and Dre, the thing people don't know, Dre is like that too.
Yeah.
Like Dre doesn't really make beats. That might be a controversial thing to say, but it's also true. Dre don't really make a lot of beats that people think Dre makes. He just tells them like, yo, add this snare.
Yeah.
Or take that out. Or we need to turn this up a little bit.
Right.
Like you said, they just have great taste.
Yeah. And
great.
So ears. I think that's cool. That's cool. We got like a couple like real cool like bass lines where we talking about authenticity, taste, being organic and genuine. Those are like those couple of points that we've touched on are like that's what the branding to me is. That's where my branding lies. That's what I like to represent. You know what I mean? Authenticity, genuine movement. And then like you have the ET stuff. Like I am like super tapped in, bro. That extraterrestrial, that's a self-awareness. You know what I mean? So that's really whenever I got asked a question, like what's your UVP? What's your unique value proposition? I said connectivity, you know what I mean? Being able to make a genuine connection with people. And then I built off that because it goes deeper. It always goes deeper, especially whenever you're an artist. We're like onions. We got layers to us.
Yeah, no, for sure. And it's important that people see those layers. It's important that people get a genuine connection to you and what you're doing, because that makes them once again feel more involved. It makes them more connected to what you're doing. It gives them that invested interest into what you're doing. What up, though? You can say what up to the people. I know your peoples just came in. You definitely want
to Stacy. This is my man DTSK right here. I was just talking about you a second ago. Yeah,
I seen bro rocking that rock till morning.
Yeah,
he killed it too.
Yep, dude. Super young, super full of energy, articulate, real vibey, like real. Same thing with Blue Boy.
Yeah,
like they're like.
Yeah,
there's almost
y'all gotta come back and rock with me one time. We'll get y'all some episodes.
100%. Yeah, that'd be super cool. I know my boy DTSK was asking me about that today, and I just said like, you know, it was this is actually the most production of a studio that I've been in. That's why I was gushing fanboying whenever I got in here. I'm like, this is actually super cool. But like these are the things that I'm trying to do. We have an album dropping, and I have time, energy, and this and that. Like I want to be on some form of long form talking like as often as possible leading up to the drop and after the drop to push it. That's what bro, I don't spend my time on YouTube for entertainment. Right. I don't spend my time at the shows for entertainment. I'm not there to be entertained. I'm not even on TikTok scrolling mindlessly. I'm a creator. I'm an artist. I'm on there studying, seeing what this
doing business.
Yeah. Yup.
No, I like your mindset, and I like what you're saying because I can relate to it. And the fact that you said that, I wanted to touch on that earlier because you kind of touched on that.
Yeah.
Saying like when the ball dropped and that switch happened for you, you're like, damn, I could be doing more stuff with the family. I could be spending my time.
Like, why am I not? What's stopping me?
And that's what I had that same feeling too, bro. And I feel you. And there was a Royce the 5'9" line that I love that he said, if I ain't got no business there, then I ain't got no business there.
Yeah.
And I was like,
That's
damn,
crazy.
I felt
That's
that.
crazy. Yep.
Like if I'm going to a show, like I got some business there,
Right.
bro. I'm not just hanging out, partying, vibing. Like it's business to be had there. And that's what you strike me as, is that you value your time and you value your investments and where you're putting things, and you see and you know, like, if I'm putting it here, like it's got to come back and turn into something else. Otherwise, it could be going back to the crib.
We could be doing something else.
Yeah. That's powerful too. And once you get that understanding of time, like life changes for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
When you start to really value time and understand what it is, life changes for you.
That's not getting pulled in the right directions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Your next move is almost like I get to these like flow states. And like a flow state for a lot of people, like how athletes describe it and whatnot, it'd be like a series of moments where you're just like super dialed in. I get in these flow states where it's like a series of continuous moves that I'm making. They're just all like linking up, and like I will not subscribe to any type of like collective like separation of like religions, but like I am extremely spiritual. I do believe in my higher power.
Same.
You know what I mean? So like that, like coincidences and dots connecting, that is my higher power telling me that like, yup, you're on the right path. This is where you should be going.
I appreciate the way you just worded that, because I feel the exact same. When it comes to spirituality, I always say I'm not religious, but I'm spiritual. And much to your point, like I don't feel that you know what I mean, I think there's one creator. I think people call him many different names. Many different
You just got to believe in something. To me, I really don't even care. You could believe in this table. I've seen coins keep people sober. You know what I mean? A coin.
True.
It don't matter what you believe in.
You put the power in, right?
Yep.
And that's what ultimately makes you God of your own universe, is because you put the power in whatever you want it to be. For sure, bro. I definitely dig in it and connect with it. And I could see why your brand is what your brand is. But I definitely want to get into some of the music. Can we play some of this Beamer?
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, can I
it's your time, bro. Whatever you want.
Can I bro, there's this one track. All right, so I'd love to like explain this track, because I don't think I think it's one of my favorite ones that I've y'all Champagne Nostalgia. Yeah. All right. So like just in the name alone, Champagne Nostalgia. That's cool. That's to me, that's, Riff Raff, how you just be putting all type Tabernacle, Tennessee. Yeah. So like Champagne Nostalgia to me flows so crazy, and it just came to me or whatever. So like I describe Champagne Nostalgia as like I had these pivotal moments that like just feel like wins to me, right? I say in the song, Super Bowl Sunday, the NBA Finals, it's raining champagne, I live in my body. I feel like I won the Daytona 500. These dreams I be having, I see it, I want it. So like, you see when the Lakers win the NBA Finals, and you got that locker room shot where they're like in their most joyous moments, like they worked for something, they're popping bottles with their teammates, they have such a close connection with, they got everyone around them that they love. I've had a couple of those champagne moments, right? And then you move into the nostalgia part of it. Nostalgia is like you see a cup from 7-Eleven that you ain't seen since like 07, right? And it's nostalgic. Or like a TV, whenever Full House, the intro, everyone, the intro for Full House comes in place, so like Champagne Nostalgia, I even have a bar in this song that says phantom wind syndrome. I feel like I'm in one. Phantom limb syndrome, where you have an amputee and they'll on the leg they'll say their foot hurts. So like phantom wind syndrome, like bro, that wind's not there yet, but I feel it, or I still feel it. And those wins are driving me for the next wins. So the Champagne Nostalgia, I'm looking back on some of these moments that define, we'll keep it in the music wins. Like Rock Till Morning gave me an opportunity to do a live event. And I was like, bro, like it was so much, it was good pressure, but it was the first like heavy pressure that I felt, where I'm like, okay, so like this is the craziest thing, bro. This is one of my Champagne Nostalgia moments, is that I got my birth parents who were like, no disrespect, square. You know what I mean? Like really didn't get in too much trouble. My dad worked at the mill. My mom worked for United Cerebral Palsy. I'm just like real like clean cut people, right? And then I brought my birth brother. Oh, and my brother came out too, my adopted brother. Both my birth brothers and my birth father out as well. And then another collective like 30 of my other people, all of her family, A lot of the Butler hip hop guys came out. My best friend since 2nd grade came out. So like, and the show went flawless. It went great. And it was just one of the moments. There's so much love and support in the room, and I was really like, oh my God, bro, these people are here because I came up with a couple songs, bro.
Right.
All these people are in this room. Not even like it's not even for me, bro. It's not even for me. Like the music that I'm making is creating this feeling that is bringing 40, 50. I'm in Butler, bro. 40, 50 people decided to drive an hour out the way to come see me in a showcase, bro. Mind you, I'm not headlining. I'm not doing none of that, bro. I didn't put together some big show. I got an opportunity to go get a taste of what something like that could be like. And all these people got in the same room and all felt good for a little while outside of whatever the fuck they got going on.
Right.
And like that's the feeling that when I'm making music that I'm chasing, that's the dragon, that's the high that I'm chasing. It's like being able to take people outside of whatever they got going on and just welcome. Yeah. So how can we how can we do it?
Right through here.
So that's Champagne Nostalgia, man. And it's one of my favorite joints. Oh, let me do this real quick. Here we go. Boom, straight through.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I have 15.
Yes. Yeah.
I need the C joint.
Oh.
Yeah.
You can send it. You can send it to me.
Let me do that.
You can send it to me.
Oh, it's cool. I
You
can
can
do this
send
more often.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. I'm glad to have you.
Yeah. I like talking to you too, because I'm not like I've done like what I can to be bringing and keeping more of like the people that are in, like I'm not trying to like, bro, like if it's just something if a math leap comes to try to tell me about algebra, bro,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? Like I'm gonna listen to him out of respect, but I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I'm not like into what you're like. I'm not. That's your thing, bro. So like, dreams can die if you don't have the right people around you to think tank with.
100%.
Dreams can die because it'd be like, oh, like maybe like, bro, like nobody around me seems interested in what I'm doing, but then you just be around the wrong people that aren't like-minded like that.
100%.
Yeah, they don't care because they are not the artists, bro. But you get around the other artists and whatnot. Like the people that I have around me are all supportive in their same way. Yeah. But you get around the people that are passionate about the same thing that you're passionate about.
Right.
And that's what I've been moving more towards, making sure that whenever I am craving that higher conversation, that intellectual creative space that I have the people that I can reach out to now. And like I think it's just like a magnet. That's what I crave. Well, the people that are interested in that also crave that too. It's just like a magnet. It's law of attraction.
No, like you said, it keeps the dream alive. It keeps you motivated. Because there's times on the independent ground I didn't get it yet. I don't know.
No, you're good.
We haven't been getting text all day.
I got you.
That might be a thing.
I got you.
It is important to have people around you that keep you motivated in your dream, especially when you're doing independent hip hop, because there's really there's no true marker of success. Like you said, you have those small wins, but there's no true marker of success. Yeah, and there's also no minor league in hip hop. You're always competing with the upper echelon every time. You know what I mean?
Well, like the accomplishments come in the form of personal accolades. It's like milestones that I set for myself. Mm-hmm. And that's why like these dreams I be having, I see it, I want it. You know what I mean? Like that's where like, bro, there is no like you did this. Like I guess the show would be the closest thing to like the affirmation, but it's like really like I wanted to get 12 songs on the new album because the last one had 11.
Right.
That's a milestone. It's an accolade for me. I got them 12 songs on that. And they came out organic, flowed, boom, bam. I believe in every single one of them. So like
you set the bar for yourself.
Yeah. And then I cross things off.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's really the best way that I work. When I'm not motivated. Like, okay, so I'm actually not motivated by money. I'm not motivated by money. It's just like it keeps the wheels greased.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like, if there's not like not motivated by money, it just makes everything easier. It's freedom.
100%.
When the motivation comes internally, it's internal motivation instead of external motivation, you're always gonna win.
100%. And we got that champagne nostalgia.
You know how you
You already introed it. Is this released or this is
no? This is I want to give you all a little bit of a taste because it's a really beautiful.
We like exclusives.
Yeah. I want to give you all a little bit of a taste. This is going to be one of the two main singles that's going to be released a little bit actually pretty soon here. Pretty soon here because the album drops.
Did you shoot the video yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
Okay. We all good, Jess? We're not all good. What's that? Connect to this. We'll get it right.
No, I know. I was telling I've been talking about like the world of like sponsorships and stuff, you know, because when you're running cost-effective business, you want to just encourage people that if they're interested in the movement, like there are things that you can do. I have business owner friends. I've worked under great people. I know people that are just as driven, if not more driven, if not have been driven for longer, that are doing really great things. Okay, cool. If y'all believe, if y'all are interested in this and that,
make them investors.
Make them partners, make them investors
via sponsorship.
Yep,
that's right. We
I'm
definitely
super open to that.
Still, I am. Damn, bro, we gotta hear the music. Anybody
want to volunteer their phone as tribute? Yeah, we can. Y'all don't even worry. I'm super patient. And like, here's the other thing. I believe in this song so much. This could literally take the next 8 hours, and I could be 2 hours late for the show. And I'm not leaving until the song is played.
Yeah, hell yeah, we're gonna definitely get it played.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, you said something about sponsorship that is
yeah. Like I was explaining to somebody, like, bro, if this was like Jake Paul in his podcast or whatever, bro, he got just Celsius right there, right? But like everything around it looks absolutely beautiful because Celsius gave him a bag to make sure that, dude, it's not this or like Jake Paul. Yeah, he's an influencer, but like they'll give you a bag to fix up your shit so that all the shit around what product they're trying to push looks good. Yeah. So now it looks like people that drink Arizona rip that label off till they pay me, but it just looks like
live that life.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. And like it is an illusion. Everybody has to remember, I'm gonna get shut down one day for saying it, but all of it is an illusion. You know what I mean? But that illusion is super attractive to a lot of people because there's a lot of people that want to be living vicariously through others. Yeah. That's why we live in the entertainment capital of the world. Like India does it well with Bollywood. But
that's the only thing that's even comparable.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I think you don't really like I'm sure Tokyo has a good, like Tokyo is so beautiful, bro.
Yeah. Tokyo is wonderful. Tokyo's a wonderful city. And just the Japanese culture, they're so advanced when it comes to technology.
Yeah. I'm like, dude, like
we're not advanced when it comes to technology though.
Imagine like what they're doing, because they're not like America. You do what you have to do. America is like all about like this is what we're doing. America is all about this is what we're doing, and like this is what we want you to see, right? Yeah, like other countries are like, this is what we're doing, and we don't want you to know. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like we're not gonna show everyone.
We don't want you to know the stuff we don't want you to know.
Yeah. Oh, we got it. Yep. Beautiful.
All right, so we finally got that to work.
Awesome.
So for the people, this is going to be an exclusive champagne nostalgia. Yes. So lovely.
We actually have like a live audience, kind of.
Yeah, we kind of do have a live audience. Some of y'all get to hear this for the first time. Champagne nostalgia.
Come on, yo. Y'all gotta quit playing with me, guys. I'm really like that, bro. Hold up. Yeah. Way too much motion, I can't slow it down. Yeah. Yeah. Champagne nostalgia. Yeah. Champagne. That boy is Benny. Way too much motion, I can't slow it down. I'll be locked in and I can't hear a sound. I'll be so focused on all this motion. I'm sipping on potion, I hope I don't drown. I'm chipping this time, it's champagne nostalgia. Sipping on something with smokers, I'm feeling like I can move on.
I'm feeling like way too much motion, I can't slow it down. I be locked in and I can't hear a sound. I be so focused on all of this motion, I'm sipping on potion, I champion this town, just sipping on stars, just sipping on something with sparkles. I'm feeling like I can move on. I'm feeling like I seen a light little twinkle that shine from my eye. Stuck in a dream where I think I can fly. I stretch my wings and I float through the sky. Float like the now, moving like water, no rain in the quarter. Ain't no type of order, ideas I thought I just charted a jet to the moon. As long as the stress don't consume me and myself and my mindset. My aura be looking like Tata. I be so high I can skydive. My hobby put me right on time, like staying in line. Let's don't be the twilight, show me the highlights, yeah. I'm in competition with the sky. The only thing inside is better than mine. I'm feeling like Jordan when I be recording. It boosts my endorphins, adrenaline coursing. Now I'm not a person, how much better fortune. I need a portion of all of the equity earned. Them bridges is definitely burned. Original recipe, sizzling heavily, getting me everything that I deserve. Way too much motion, I can't slow it down. I be locked in and I can't hear a sound. I be so focused on all of this motion, I'm sipping on potion, I hope I don't drown. I'm champion this time, and shaping no style, just sipping on something with sparkles. I'm feeling like I can move mountains. I'm feeling like way too much motion, I can't slow it down. I be locked in and I can't hear a sound. I be so focused on all of this motion, I'm sipping on potion, I hope I don't drown. I champion this town, just shaping no style, just sipping on something with sparkles. I'm feeling like I can move mountains. I'm feeling like Super Bowl Sunday, the NBA Finals. It's raining champagne all over my body. I feel like I won a Daytona 500. These dreams I be having, I see it, I want it. Can't stomach the losses, I could've prevented. I gotta stay present and fix my perspective. I look to the heavens, thank God for my blessings. The wins on my record show me I'm protected. Nigga toast for the nights, we ain't clearing nothing now. Nigga toast for the night, we ain't clearing lay down. Everyone died, but look at me now. I'm off in the crowd, at least, but it's fine. I don't need a chain, need a house with some makers. My presence alone gon' show up on the radar. I walk in the sky, she calling me daddy. I'm breathing all heavy, I feel like Darth Vader. Sharing nostalgia, a championship mindset. I cannot lose, Phantom One syndrome. I feel like I'm in one. I'm firm in these shoes, more like the pink one. Cause we really did son. Locked in with the crew, she say I'm the lit one. But we all get lit, son. I get in that mood. Way too much motion, I can't slow it down. I be locked in and I can't hear a sound. I be so focused on all of this motion. I'm sipping on potion, I hope I don't drown. I'm champion this time, and shaping no style. Just sipping on something with sparkles. I'm feeling like I can move mountains. I'm feeling like way too much motion, I can't slow it down. I be locked in and I can't hear a sound. I be so focused on all of this motion. I'm sipping on potion, I hope I don't drown. I champion this town, just sipping on style, just sipping on something with sparkles. I'm feeling like I can move mountains. I'm feeling like
I broke out of like a lot of like self-esteem problems that I had within myself. You know what I mean? Self-doubt. I broke out of like a lot of like real anxious shell. Not to say that I still don't have anxiety or get nervous, but like it's not the same way. The mental health issues that I used to deal with, and that like I fight against.
You think it's being clean too?
Huh?
Think it's being clean too?
Yeah, a lot, yeah. But like even them 2 years, almost 3 years that I was on the program, like bro, I had like demons, bro. Like shit that was like unaddressed, and like, all right, so like the bottom line is like I feel so much better now, and I feel like through some of my music, like experimenting with the melodies and like really meaning and believing the things that I'm saying, and like having an authentic message, like the music is happier, and bro, like my bros were vibing, they're happy to hear it and this and that. When I go to a show, people are vibing, they love it. Like all I'm doing is create, like I feel better, and now you feel better too for a minute, for like 3 minutes or whatever, and that's what keeps me going. That's the bottom line of like the music thing. I was put on this earth to make people feel comfortable. You know what I mean? Throw in a good song, see how comfortable you can get.
You
I'll
like
slip into some
like
sweatpants right now.
Experience.
Right? Yeah. And like you get to, cause like the other thing I don't like being misunderstood. That's why I learned how to speak. You know what I mean? I learned how to articulate things because I don't like being misunderstood. Yeah, so like powerful. And that's like in the exact thing that I'm saying, or also if you're looking at the things that I'm doing and it gives you the wrong image of me or something like that, and you're not understanding why I'm moving the way that I'm moving, that's another way of being misunderstood.
For sure.
So if like you're tapped into the lyrics, bro, it's the blueprint. It's really the blueprint. You know what I mean? I'm just like telling you how I'm feeling. You get a little bit more of me, you know, and that's the contrast between BmurrtheET, the LP, or No Rain, No Flowers, because like I'm really like giving y'all myself now, my vulnerable
You're a lot
self.
more intentional in this project.
Yeah. Like I'm my kids are my biggest fans. They know every word to every song. Our little babysitter made me a poster with every song that's up, and it like different little like pictures, like for racing, it was a checkered flag. You know what I mean? So like my kids, my neighbors' kids, our friends' kids, they're all tapped in, bro. And I don't want them out singing, I hit it from the back, I be knocking shit loose. Ooh, I mix the gym with the juice. Like, yeah, it's a banger, but that's like for us on a Friday night. You just worked all week. But like my little 5-year-old, my little 8-year-old, and all of their little friends, bro, like, let me give y'all these songs that are like,
You want to give them something more meaningful.
maintaining your relationships with people. Like, let me teach y'all, let me give y'all the sauce of like real life, and not the illusion that they're all the other little celebrities and this and that are gonna paint your life is cool the way it is. You know what I mean? You know?
Yeah.
It's being okay with it. That's where like having your eyes like really open to the blessings and this and that, like that was like we were talking about like the milestones and them being personal, but like there are like outside of you milestones that like, dude, like if you're not like aware and paying attention, it'll slip right past you.
100%.
And then like you could be like beating yourself up, oh, I didn't have this, or nobody said this, but did you see that? That was, bro, that was your
right there
sign, bro.
with you,
It was right there, bro. So like I encourage anybody that's doing anything, bro, you keep your eyes open and do not count out like the little things, because like
Be grateful
them
for
little
what you
things,
have.
little things, like, bro, there's so much every day that I see. I'm like, this is fantastic. I love this. I'm not, bro, I don't even like care about the problem or whatever. Like, oh, problem, cool, solution. Like there's a problem that to me doesn't correlate with negativity.
Right.
You know, we have an issue. Okay. Awesome.
figure
I'm
it
so
out.
used to figuring things out, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I barely ever am just like at a loss. You know what I
I
mean?
don't even know what to do with this.
Yeah. And like, and even if I do get to that, the serenity prayer, bro. You know what I mean? You like, so you have to be cool that it's just there. If there's no other way, and you worked, find a point where you're like, okay, this is the message. This is the sign that I need right now. I got to go through this. This is going to be character development. I'm going to go through this with my chin held high.
Take the negative,
Yeah,
and
turn it into a positive, because at least if nothing else, and the next time that happens, you're going to know how to act.
better prepared.
Yeah, be better prepared. Yep.
Yeah. Now that's powerful, and that's it's a lot of that. Life's all about that, because things are going to happen, right?
Yeah.
But it's all about your bounce back.
Yeah.
Like one thing for certain, there's going to be downs. You know what I mean? Just like there's up, there's going to be downs, but it's about how you bounce back and how you respond to those things, because those are the only things that you can really can control.
Yeah. How you react.
How you react to it.
Yep.
So no, you're 100% correct in that, bro. So damn, man, we touched on the past. We touched on the upcoming project. No rain, no flowers.
No rain, no flowers.
That's fire.
We've moved the release date just back and forth a couple of times, right around the 24th or the 26th. The 26th is the start of the chart week, Friday.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So the 24th is a Wednesday, so like I'd be right at the end of the charting week. So we do have a launch party, brand launch and album release. So I'm gonna be grabbing probably 5 other artists that I believe in that I want. This is my party, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is the first time that I'm renting the venue. I'm setting everything up. We're looking into sponsorships and this and that. So the brand release is like the main event that shows everybody what I've been working on, what you can get involved in, the movement that you already have been supporting, and then on top of that we have it'll be like a 35-minute set, my longest set that I've ever done. We're just gonna run straight through. I encourage anybody. I think there's 3 features. I'm encouraging anybody that's worked with me on the project to make sure that they come, because they'll get their light too as long as they want it. The little monologues I'm gonna have my people write, the deep interludes that are just gonna be no beat, whatever. It's a monologue, it's an intro. Those are gonna be either spoken or listened to over, because I need y'all to like tap in.
This is a true
and listen.
performance.
Yeah. It's my, because like I keep going. I love Kanye. You know what I mean? I think he's one of the most inspirational minds of like our generation's music, like top tier. And I keep coming to like, when I didn't have like a bunch of artists around me, I just felt like Kanye, bro. My ideas just seemed like way too out there, way too wide. But like, dude, like, when the grease is there to put the plans that I want to fulfill in motion, the grease being the cheddar, the bread, all that. or even the connections or just through the people I meet. Once I have the tools to perform the task and the job that needs to be performed, we're talking about like lines of fashion, not merch, dude. Not like just like your
Like a real
everyday.
brand.
Like yep. Like how Kanye has Yeezy. You know what I mean?
Right.
Travis Scott got involved with fashion. Like ASAP Rocky is a huge inspiration to me with the fashion stuff. He was the first.
Sure.
He was the first real fashion nigga, bro. And like to me, that I saw. That I saw.
I mean, he's from Harlem, so that's all them Harlem niggas is in on that. Yeah.
And I love that New York culture and style. Like I've always wished. I don't regret anything, but I just wish that I could have grown up somewhere with a little bit more culture.
Yeah.
Butler. Yeah. Like we've been doing Butler hip hop for a little while, but it's still like we are the only show. You can come to Pittsburgh and go to 10 shows in a weekend.
Coming from Butler, who did you see doing music? Like, who are some of the Butler OGs?
But okay, so we do have shout out to Faby Baby. So Faby Baby is my producer. He's been producing and beats and this and that. He just came down. He took second place to Yates at the beat battle. Okay. You know DJ Yates. Yeah. So, but some of the guys that I seen like. At the beginning, it was really like Kalani Russell. Kalani Russell's pretty nice. Right out of Butler, we do have Sly Levy. He's super nice and lyrical. He'll be at the Rock Till Morning show tonight. We have El Dune. El Dune is really, really nice with... Dude, El Dune can mix like very punchliney, humorous raps with melodies. He's got a song called Natalie Portman. Like, real creative stuff. Those are the people that I go to. But it was really like there were people doing it. I'm so interested in the high level part of it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I have to see that you like I'm at a point where I just made a trap metal song. You know what I mean? Like I'll do anything. You know what I mean? I'll do a country song, I'll do pop. I'm doing clean, I have the dirty. But there are a lot of artists, but like really hats goes off to Mex from Butler Hip Hop, because without Mex, like I wouldn't have started performing. I wouldn't have put as much time and energy into writing new songs. Yeah. Because without like I didn't know of anywhere to go do it. And then I wouldn't have gotten comfortable on a stage. And I say this with one other person too. I wouldn't have gotten comfortable on the stage. I wouldn't have met or found out about Rock Till Morning was the second place. That's the second place. I don't care where music takes me. I'm coming back to these places, and I perform every time. But then you have Insomnias and the Josh from YNC's out doing their thing and this and that. Like, but none of those connections would have been possible if it wasn't for Butler hip hop and rap community first having a platform for me to like do music. And then I'll say working with Faby Baby Productions in Butler, like he has a studio very close to my home. Availability, he makes all the beats. I could find a beat, send him the beat, he can remake the beat. Instead of violins, it's piano, and now we have we own everything.
Original production.
Yeah. But I was comfortable enough. He let me practice in peace. You know what I mean? Where I don't feel judged. I could really experiment with different things, and I could really get into that comfortable park. Nobody likes to practice in front of people, bro. Right. You know what I mean? You don't want your failures broadcast to like, no, I'm not going to even say the whole world, but to like other people to then be like, oh man, I heard Barry in the studio. I know you've been in the studio, bro, listening to somebody, you can't hear the beat or the effect that's on there, and they're doing things with their voice that sound great in the headphones. Yeah. But like, they sound wild. You seen Rich Homie Quan in the studio, like without any vocals on his voice or anything, like he looks like he's on drugs. Yeah. Being with Faby Baby got me to a point where I was comfortable enough in the booth and recording and stretching my vocals and like really learning that now I was able to like develop as a well-rounded. I do melodies, I do the lyrical, I do flow. I have all these different facets of the music that I was able to tap into because one guy helped me find that comfortable box. You know what I mean? Help me.
And plus, it sounds like your upbringing, you were raised on a lot of different genres as well.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, like I grew up.
It's kind of just a reflection
Akon and Aaron Carter. Yeah. Akon and Aaron Carter. Yeah. Like, as weird as a duo as that is, those are the first two and Eminem. Yeah. Eminem. I got rest in peace to Kate Chipkowski in 5th grade. My parents didn't let me listen to rap. Like, so obviously what am I gonna do? I'm gonna try to listen to rap as however I can. The bootleg encore CD. And you know how explicit that was. My mom took it from me, put it on the mantle, and like In my household, like, all right, so my kids, I put something on the mantle, I said don't touch it, they're waiting for me to leave, they're gonna touch it.
Right.
But like, okay, so like my parents, like, fucking, I'm not, dude, it's our how old are you? You don't have to.
Yeah,
You don't have to. Yep. So I'm 28 years old. My parents were like, dude, what they fucking said, like, it
That
doesn't
went.
matter. They jump.
Yeah.
You know,
gotta
how
do
high?
it.
Immediately. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm not questioning
Ain't
you.
no right. Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
But that was one of the first times that I can remember. I got so mischievous, man. It was downhill ever since then. But I got the CD off the mantle. I took it to my room. I played a couple of songs, and then I told my brother, I was like, yo, call mom and dad up here and tell them you need your bed fixed. So they went up. I slid down, put the CD right back up on the mantle, and I ran that.
on some James Bond.
I ran that program of sneaking because they never moved it back off the mantle, and then finally I just took it, and like
They didn't even notice.
No, because it had been so long.
Yeah.
Plausible deniability. I was a criminal.
Yeah.
I'm not a criminal anymore, but we take the things that we
You had
learned in
that-
the streets
you
and
had
move
that
them over.
mentality, yeah.
You can. We take as an addict. I come from addiction at the lowest of points that you can imagine. Out of addiction, the way that I lived in addiction, I have skills and traits that I developed to be able to keep that lifestyle up and adapt and thrive. And those aren't throwaway skills and traits just because I don't use them to do that anymore.
You just transformed them into something different.
Yeah. Like
You found a different way to utilize those skills.
yeah, like I can say one of my best skills was like figuring out who got what the most of what I want or I need, and making sure that I could provide them with some type of service, whether it be running and gunning for them or doing this or taking this, whatever you need, ride, whatever you this and that, just like as on an assistant level. And now I got what I need, and I got a little more, so I could keep it flowing and do my own thing.
Right.
But now, like, I walk in, we'll say a James Kelly show, a Stoner Game show. I just peep the scene and whatever's going on, you know what I mean, and see like. Feel a lot of people's vibes. Like I can read a room and the energy. That's one of the skills that I developed from like being in the streets is just read the room, figure out what's going on for it first without even really saying anything. Just seeing how the vibe is and like who's got motion coming to them, who's talking to who's looking at who. How you know what I mean? Like those types of things, these key little subtle things just got me so far when I knew absolutely nothing about what was going on. And I just teach myself over a matter of seconds about the situation. Now I can use context clues based off my experiences that I've had
In other places.
and break it down,
Yeah.
you know? So it's just that self-awareness, bro, I'm telling you.
Yeah. And that's knowing yourself and being able to read others
Yeah.
the same way.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
should
yeah,
play
yeah.
poker, but I get mad when I lose money.
Yeah,
Can't do it.
That's a tricky one. That's a tricky one for sure. Nah, man, I appreciate you coming out.
Appreciate you having me.
Glad you played us the exclusive.
Yeah.
That's fire.
I know my wife's gonna be mad that I played y'all the exclusive, but
For real?
I really
You wasn't supposed to give it up?
we just the last album
Yeah.
I played in rotation at all the shows. I performed it all the way up until it was put out, and you know, it didn't necessarily get leaked, but there was just no exclusivity. You know what I mean?
Right.
So this one I've kept under the arm a little bit more. I've done like a few songs to see how people feel
For
about them
reaction, yeah.
and get people interested in the album that's coming out.
Yeah.
I've done it more methodically rather than just like I'm so excited about this song.
Yeah.
Let me just play it. Let me send it everywhere. But again, no, I'm super excited that. First of all, I'm thankful that you have I'm glad that you're doing this because just as important as it is for people to be entertained and this and that, but like, dude, like people, artists like myself, artists like yourself, like we want to be heard. Oh, that's all we really want to do.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? At our core, we want either our art to be seen if you're a painter, understood, and those types of things. So it helps me in just my personal development of who I am, being able to like get these messages out. Because if you got comment sections, this and that, people will either deny or affirm the things that we talked about,
Yeah,
and then it'll
100%.
start a conversation.
100%.
Everything we talked about today, we kept it positive.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, man, and that was one of the things I noticed. Jesse actually said to me at the show, he's like, "Man, you should definitely get bro on the show, because you're
Shout out.
You know, what I mean, your charisma, yeah, your
Thank you.
charisma,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Pull people into being like, what's up with him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And that's the defining factor
Yeah.
of this line of work.
Yeah, absolutely. You're right. You're
Yeah,
right.
Jesse said Beamer had a lot of presence, a lot of charisma about him, and that certainly is true.
Thank you.
During this interview, and he said it would be a good interview, and it definitely was. Man, I appreciate
You
you
have
coming
fun?
out. Yeah, hell
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I'd
always.
like to definitely tap in, have conversations off camera whenever like we got each other's
Oh, yeah,
numbers,
we gonna
connect,
stay
and
in touch
we
for
can
sure,
run
bro.
it back after
Yeah.
it drops. I'll circle back around.
Yeah,
We'll see how it's received.
for sure. I'm gonna have you people down here too.
Absolutely.
We're gonna get y'all some episodes.
DTSK and
in,
Blue
man.
Boy,
Yeah,
100%.
man. Gonna get y'all some episodes, but I ain't gonna hold you up too much longer.
Yeah.
You know, we're here every Saturday down here at the Bunch of Bull Studios, the world's dopest podcast, Marley State of Mind podcast. And we had Beamer with us tonight. Make sure y'all tap in with bro. One more time, give me your socials and how the best way to get a hold of you and all that.
BmurrtheET on all platforms. Then if you're interested in any type of videography or editing, I got you on your budget.
Sure.
Go to Beamer Worldwide. On Instagram, we have the website up is BmurrtheET.com, org, and net. And then you can catch me tonight. We got Butler Hip Hop at Rock Till Morning. You live? Yep, we're live.
Yeah.
That'll be in
Yeah,
a little while here. So
Yeah.
reach out. I'm willing to work with whatever.
Yeah, make sure y'all tap in on all that. Till next time, we'll see y'all next Saturday with another guest. It's Marley State of Mind podcast, and it's Marley.
Yeah.
Peace.